today for electrician. I've got my friend Joe come down for a session. We've been meaning to hook up for one for quite a while now, so this is going to be very fun. Guys, Joe, do you want to give yourself like a bit of an introduction as to like what you do?
Yeah, so my name's Joe. I'm 19 years old. I study strength and conditioning science at St Mary's University in Twickenham. At the moment, current goal is sort of just to shave off a bit of that body weight, get me into a decent position to sort of rebound back out and get into a good position to prep next year.
Yeah, it's funny because I actually coached Joe for like a few months last year, didn't I? Yeah. And obviously Joe has a goal of competing as a natural bodybuilder, and like we spoke about it, and I said like realistically to get you in a position to do that, we need to drop at least a good amount of weight, right?
Yeah, it was like 30, 40 pounds. I was so far gone.
Yeah, I did say that to you.
Yeah.
He didn't listen, but he obviously he's listened now, and he's taking it on board, which is good. But what I like about Joe is he's doing exactly what he loves. You know, he's starting your coaching as well, haven't you, which is good. And he's just exactly. So you're looking to build that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So today, like a bit of an outline of the session, we're going to be keeping it about 10 sets of work. Volume's low, but that means the intensity has to be sky high. So we're going to do 2 sets of ham, some hacks, lunges, leg press, calves, and then some extensions. So again, 10 sets max, but every set is going to be taken all the way there, which means that there's no room for fucking around in any set. So it's going to be a good one. So keep watching, guys. We're doing these sets here is we're trying to like minimize any sort of fatigue, so we're just doing like 20 a side, and then we'll do like 10, and then we'll do like two plates and 6 reps, and then we'll just, as the loading gets like heavier, we're going to drop the reps down, so just trying to maximize the working and the load set. So these sets are just like to see where we're at in regards to like readiness. We don't want to accrue any fatigue. You go first.
I think 5 a side.
5 more, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on, Joe. Find that headspace now. Come on, let's take it all the way there. Okay, perfect reps. Yep. Good. Again. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Joe. Come on, let's see it. Yep. Come on, head on now. Come on, head on. Fucking head on. Every rep. Every rep. Yep. Come on. Come on. Yeah, again. Come on, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Take it all the way there. Yeah. One. Set. Stop. Every time, this fucking song. Don't know why. When you do a set and you can find it on a certain song, there doesn't need to be like a reason, but This really makes me find it.
Come on. Come on now. Hey, what? Come on. Easy. Come on. Alright, nice. Come on. Up, easy. Come on. 4, come on, easy. 7. Come on, up. Yeah, come on, drive.
Again.
Come on. Up, drive, nice. Yeah, drive. 2 more. 1 through, up, nice, come on. Up, drive, keep right, come on.
1
Yeah, come on.
fucking rep.
Up, up.
10. Oh. Just doubled Joe's reps. Guys, we've just done our loading set. My set was a bit light, to be honest. I got into the 10 rep range. I didn't really want that. I wanted like 6, 7. So next, I wasn't expecting the set to go that well, to be honest. So next time the loading will just obviously go up. For Joe, what did you get?
It was a bit heavy with 4 and
Yeah,
then 5 with you.
so the rep range was a little bit low. So what I've said to Joe on this set is just drop the loading a decent amount. So you know he's going to get into the 12s, 13s, 14s, and really tax himself from like a cardiovascular perspective as well. Because obviously on the low rep range, you're not really that fucked up. You're gassed, are you? When you're having to breathe, yeah. It's gonna,
Especially
this is the set.
undershooting it. So.
Yeah. Joe, mindset here. See it, man. Hold. Nice. Come on, let's see it now. Let's see it on this set. Come on, you've got to bring it on this set. You have to fucking bring it on this set. You have to turn up here. You have to bring it on this set. This is the fucking set. Come on. Come on. Come on, every rep, Joe. Again. Come on. There's at least 5 or 6 there. Yep. Again. Come on, quality. Yep. Oh yeah, again. Come on. Get your fucking head in it, man. Want it, come on. Think about when you're gonna be on stage. Let's go. Again. Yes, again. Don't you fucking rap. Don't you dare rap. Yep. Yes, again. Don't rack. Breathe. Come on. There's a few more there. Yep. One more. Don't you fucking rap. Yes. Going again? Let's go. Yep. Come on. Yes. Good set, man. Hold up. That's good. Coming down. Same set. I got 1 more. That was awesome, man. Above 15. Really good. 5. Rock up 5. That was a fucking good set, yeah.
Just take it to the absolute limit.
Well, that's the only way I fucking train, mate. I don't, like, I understand the concepts between, obviously, the guys who, train in an RAR fashion and an RP scale of, increasing essentially how close you are getting to fail on every week. I get that 100%, but for me, that's just not fun.
No, I don't enjoy that.
And I'd rather not make any progress than train like that. I'd rather make less progress and train like this and get injured, potentially, than train like that.
Yeah.
Legit. Even if that was better for me,
rather still train like this.
Fuck that, yeah. I want to try and get like a silly amount of reps on this. 20 plus. If I don't get 20 plus, I'm a fucking pussy, to be honest.
Let's go, man. Come on. Easy. Come on. Come on, what?
Fuck ever being beaten again on stage, bro.
Come on. Nice, come on. This is it. Come on, Jack, drive through, nice. Come on, drive. This is where it counts, come on. Nice. Drive. Easy, come on. 2 more at least.
Yeah, these are the reps.
Come on.
These are the reps.
Drive up. Easy, come on. Come on, Jack, now you work. Drive up.
That's me.
Easy, come on, 2 more.
Yes.
Drive up, through. Easy.
Yeah.
Keep working.
Again.
Drive up. Through.
1 more there.
Come on.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's go. Minimal.
Come on, Jack. Now you work. Drive up. Through. Drive.
Oh. 24. Fuck. Oh. That's fucking hard. Yeah, try. Obviously, if you need to breathe, do it, but try and breathe in set. That's how you're going to fail on this, to accumulate a lot of metabolic stress. So yeah, just pump the quads up basically. Come on.
Come on. Easy, my boy. Come on. Come on. Come on, 5 more, easy. Beautiful. Come on. Beautiful. Come on, easy, come on. You guys, beautiful. 1. Come on.
Continuous. Make it hard, make it hard, make it hard. Make it even harder. Yeah. Come on, Jones. Set. Come on. Continuous. 5. 5 more. 4. Find it in your head, Yep. Come on. Control. There. So guys, what we did there was a set of 15 in our first set. Again, really, really deep. So essentially almost taking a bit of a piss with the depth of the reps. And then what we've done is we've added 20%, 15%, 10%, whatever. So a little bit more loading, 5 kilos, and going for the same reps again. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna strip down by like, again, 15 kilos max. And then we're going for as many pauses as we can do. So you wanna hold the pause in the stretch, really letting your knees open, your hips open up and your knees, like really track your knees outwards. So get a huge range and a huge stretch. Hold, drive up, it looks like there's no inertia. And if you can complete 5 of them, what's up, Jack? If you can complete 5 of them, yeah, you'll know. Find that headspace now. This is the set, Joe. You've got to fucking bring it on this set. You have to bring it on this set. Show everyone what you can do. Come on, let's see it. Every rep. Yep. Again. Come on, fucking find it, Joe. Find it. Every rep. Yep. Yes. Again. Come on. You can see it on this set now. Yep. Come on. Right. Again, we've got 5 minutes to do. Come on, Joe. Fucking find it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drive. Yes. Good. Again. 3. Come on, Joe. Let's fucking see it now. This is the set. You're in it now. You're in it. Let's work. Again. 2. Don't use fucking wrap. Don't use fucking wrap. Drive. Again. One more. Come on, one more. Yes, come on. Come on. Push. Back. Reps. Come on. Up, drive, nice, easy, come on. 2. Come on. Drive. Come on, one more, this is the one. Don't let me fall. Stay on the bar. Come on. Drive through. Back. That was really very hard. Yeah, really very hard. Make sure if you do that, you have spotters each side, because you wouldn't have pulled up, would you? Huh? I was gone there.
Oh no, yeah. Good job he was there, because
I would have probably torn my knee or something.
Yeah, that was
the patella tendon would have been off. That was fun, man. Lunges, 1 set. Now we're doing 3 sets of ham curls. So the goal here is 1 heavy, 1 like medium repper. So they're all heavy, but in their own rep ranges essentially. So 1 heavier, 1 medium repper, and then a lighter set. The goal is still obviously to accumulate as much kind of tension as possible, but just getting stronger in different rep ranges is very, very, very conclusive to hypertrophy, as we know from the studies. So we're going to do like a stacker or a stacker. Try and get like 4, 6 with perfect form. Try my best. 4 or 5 on it.
Yeah. Come on. Easy work.
Guys, on here you would have noticed obviously as you get fatigued your hips are gonna come up just naturally, because obviously your hamstrings are gonna be fatigued. But what you want to really think about is just trying to drive your hips into the pad as much as you can. Now you'll see a lot of guys like rock the weight back and forth, but the reality is if you're trying to actually grow, essentially that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get bigger. You need to make sure that you're taking it through its entire range of motion. You're not chucking it. Like, it's so easy to jog. Isn't it easy to jog?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like when you get the teeth, just chuck it made to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good on for sure, like maybe on camera, if someone can get a good angle and it makes like you're doing it properly. The reality is when you turn around the stage and you have no hamstrings, I mean, you're gonna look like a fucking idiot, aren't you? Well, I think so. That's so fucking brutal. David pinch of salt. I'm just talking in my head. If I was to turn around the stage and have no hamstrings, it's just that face. Good. Go again. All in the quad now. Lovely. Again. Good job. Don't miss out the top. Miss out the top of the range, right? All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Come on, one. Just got one of these. Let it count. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Again. Great set.
Come on. Nice. Come on, drive. Nice.
Guys, that's definitely like quads and hamstrings wrapped up. I think any more work, actually, I don't know about you, any more work would just eat into recovery for my next session.
Yeah, definitely.
My legs feel absolutely fucked up, and I'm not being funny. What's that? 1, 2, about what? 6 sets? 7 sets? Yeah, 7 sets. 7 sets of work. So it just goes to show when the intensity is sky high, and you're able to take it there. You don't need that many work sets, essentially. So now what we're going to do, we're going to stretch quads, hamstrings, and then finish off with calves and abs. And that'll be the session wrapped. So basically the rationale behind this is I've seen a lot of like the DC stretches, so aggressive stretches, essentially just after you've trained or finished off training that muscle group. So what the idea is, obviously you're putting it under an extreme stretch, and then as soon as you finish the extreme stretch, it's going to be engorged with blood, essentially. So, you know, it's going to help you stay potentially injury free as well, and it will help the recovery from session to session. And it just feels really good after you train the muscle group, just to get as much blood in there as you can. So that's the rationale behind it. When you've done it, you need to make sure that you do it straight away, though. Obviously, when there's maximum blood flow in the quad, of course. But yeah, Joe's doing it now as well. So, been a really good session today. Really enjoyed it. To be fair, hard, very hard. Because obviously, like with me at the moment, I've got body power this weekend, so my workload at the moment is crazy high. So stress levels are actually quite high for once. I'm usually I am a chilled out guy, but when it comes to like obviously just trying to set up with work, because body power, I'm going to be at body power on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and reality is I'm not going to be able to just be on my laptop like I am doing on the weekend at the moment. I just live at my laptop pretty much, just doing client feedback and programming. So this weekend's going to be hard, but I think when you're in a period of like your life, we'll have a few weeks where things are a bit more stressful. I think potentially doing, if you can and you're not like in a fat loss phase, I think increasing calories would be smart. And maybe reducing your overall workload, so work volume in the gym, just to allow for a little bit more recovery from session to session. Because like I said, stress can impact recovery on a huge kind of negative basis, essentially. So you can't recover, like you're just basically you're doing everything wrong. You need to be recovering. So, and obviously stress outside of the gym can play a huge impact on your recovery capabilities in the gym and outside of the gym. Hope that makes sense. So I've got some clients competing this weekend. I'll just show you a little sneak peek of Sean. Looking very good. Very excited to see how he gets on. And then I'm basically peaking 4 guys this weekend. So that's going to be very fun, interesting for me, but I'll do my best. We've got Ismail who's competing, who is looking insane as well. So another client competing this weekend. And then we're peaking, I've got a masters competitor, men's physique, who I'm peaking as well. So he looks awesome. Basically, like he just contacted me yesterday asking me to help him oversee the peak. because he basically has been coaching, had coaching, and the coach previously is just basically what you call a fucking melt. He doesn't care, reply to messages, so he's reached out to me, and I've got another guy, Men's Physique, who I'm picking as well, who I'm actually coaching now going forward, so that's cool. So if you're watching this and you're like and you're a coach, well, first off, if you're watching this and you're a coach, make sure that you're managing those like points in time with your client speaking very, very well. Like if you're getting service that's unsatisfactory, so with like response times are poor, just the general care aspect is a joke, go and find a new coach, because if you're doing that and you're a coach, mate, you're a fucking joke, to be honest with you. Guys, on these we're ensuring that at the bottom I like to almost contract the front of my shin, so the tibialis anterior, so it's the front of the calf, just to ensure you're getting a fully lengthened, obviously posterior part of the calf. And I think that if your calves are shit, mine are, I think volume, frequency and putting under extreme stretch is going to be the best thing you can do. But of course, remember that if you want to grow, you need to be eating enough calories, so regardless of how hard you train, you're never going to grow unless you're in the surplus. Should we do like a bit of an outro? Yeah. What's up, guys? So just wrapped up a leg session. I'm sitting down because my legs are fucked. Good session. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's fucking incredible. It's an amazing session.
Intensity was there.
Definitely felt now. But
yeah. Like, so just to recap, guys, we did 2 sets of the hamstring curl at the start. They weren't really working sets, but just to get blood in there. I always like to do like a hamstring movement before I do like a main compound. I feel stronger if I do that. So 2 sets of hamstring curls, but not really like working sets, just to kind of pump them up. And then we went into a reverse banded hack today, which was really nice. Just a bit of a change. Like, I've been absolutely rinsing the normal hack, and I just thought a new stimulus would be nice, just to get strong at that, and then that should have a nice crossover to the normal hack. We'll probably go back to that when I go back to that. And then moved on. We both hit good numbers on that, right?
Yeah. So that was pretty much a PR for me. I mean, 4 plates slightly under the rep range. It's not ideal, but I mean, I don't use a hack regularly. I don't have one at the gym I train at, so I'm happy with the numbers that hit today. So.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm really happy. I got like 10 on 4 plates and a 5, which I wasn't expecting. I was thinking I was going to get like 6. So that was cool. And I got 25. I may be wrong though, so maybe don't quote me on that. 24, 25 on the 3 plates and a 5. So they were like almost continuous as well, which is obviously a lot harder to sort of complete. And then we moved on to a leg press. How did you find the leg press?
The leg press was good. So just getting that crazy depth on the leg press is something else. Like, it's something that kind of failure, like to that extent. Like, my last rep on that 5 pause was tough. I don't think I would have done that if we weren't here. But
again, we added some weight to the leg press, and we basically tried to complete a set of 15 again, and then we stripped like 20%, and then went for another set with 5-second holds in the bottom, which was very hard. Hard, right?
Yeah. I've never done a pause that long, and that was tough.
Yeah. So that was hard. Obviously, 2 sets. The maximum like 35 reps there. So we took it all the way there. Moved on to lunges. So we used the barbell instead of the dumbbells, just because we didn't want to have to stabilize as much. And I find that if the loading's distributed on your shoulders, and so it's kind of dragging you forward a little bit more, your ability to recruit your quads slightly better, because it allows you to drive the knee a bit further forward. Anecdotally for me, that feels good. And then 3 sets of ham curls. We did 1 times 4 to 7, then like medium reps of like 8 to 10, and then a 12 to 15. Again, getting stronger in a multitude of rep ranges, which is obviously key. and then from there 1 set of extension, which I don't think we needed really. With how my legs are feeling now, I didn't think that was needed.
Yeah, that was maybe a bit overdoing.
Overkill,
it,
yeah.
I
I thought that when I was like 1 rep into it, and I was like, fuck, well, I may as well just finish it. And then obviously next week I can adjust volume based on how I feel. But with calories coming up now, I should be able to recover a bit better. And then just finish off with some puffs, which was boring. And then that was it, really. Good session, right?
Oh yeah, incredible session. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we'll look to try and obviously do a few more of these over the next few months.
Have to get push and pull in.
Yes, definitely. And you'll have to try and beat me on those lifts.
Yeah. Well, keep up at least.
Yeah. Well, for once I didn't lose on every lift today, which was quite nice. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or anything, just like send me over a DM on Instagram, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.